what am I leaving behind for the next generation, for my son, for his kids, one day he'll be a husband. Like what are the foundations that I'm laying for him to take to be better.
Mhm.
So that's been my push.
Your team together because we have big dreams. Like we want to invest in real estate with our girls. We want to invest together. We want to grow together on all levels.
Hello, welcome to Unapologetically Speaking. I am your host, Erica G. We have a great episode ready for you guys today, but before we get started, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe below. Today, I am joined by the women of Wealthy Women Network. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining me.
Hi.
For having us.
So in the studio today, we have Teranique and Cece. And as I said before, they are with Wealthy Women Network. I do want to begin by saying I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so happy to be a part of everything that you guys are doing. I know that I have shared this with you guys before, but I just think that it's so needed. And it's just so amazing that you guys have brought this into the Bay Area. So I want to get started there, talk about Wealthy Women Network and give you guys an opportunity to tell everybody what Wealthy Women Network is, why you started it, and why now.
Well, thank you for supporting us since day one, like speaking at our events and helping us out and supporting us. So we appreciate you. You're part of our sisterhood, and it's really why we started to grow our sisterhood and be surrounded by women who are in a position where we want to be, and also to surround ourselves with women who are like us, trying to grow and learn, so that we can be, all we want to become financially and all around as a woman, like personal wise and spiritually, mindset, all that. So, yeah, but really, Wealthy Women started because we saw a need for women to learn about wealth, financial freedom. There's been a big gap as far as what we learned growing up as women, especially here in the Bay Area. I would say as a whole. I'm not going to say just as women, but I'm called to, women to help the girlies. But men have gravitated to Wealthy Women Network, which has been amazing, the support we've been getting from men. But we saw the gap and we were like, we need to help service women so that we can grow together, so that they can, create financial freedom for their kids, learn how to set up trust funds, learn how to invest their money. And
Yeah.
So what do you guys do outside of Wealthy Women Network?
I'm a mom. I still do lash services and facial services. I'm an esthetician. That was my first like introduction to entrepreneurship, was like the beauty industry. And so I still do that. And then being a mom is crazy. Trying to be a content creator too. And just
It's so hard.
It's so hard. Yeah, it's so hard. And yeah, that's what I do.
Yes, an actress, a songstress. She's being really humble right now.
Right. Yeah.
But you see it.
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm also an esthetician. I've been in the lash industry for the last, I think, almost 9 years in 2026. It's crazy how time flies.
Yeah.
That's
seriously.
really how we met. I was Cece's one of her clients, and we clicked literally from day one. Yeah. Like we gravitated to each other. We joined forces and became best friends and traveled. Made a lot of money together. Blew a lot of money together.
Yeah.
We've grown, and just meeting at 20 and now me being, oh my God, I can't say my age, but me being me being where I am now, just the growth and where we are now as women, I'm just really proud of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's dope to hear, because a lot of what you guys emphasize in Wealthy Women Network is community.
Yes.
And building a community around not just each other, but all of the women that are, coming into the circle of Wealthy Women. What a lot of people don't see that I really want to highlight, outside of the events and the things that we're posting about, and the events that you guys throw, is the individual classes that you guys are also running about wealth. I think we did a class about branding.
Mhm.
You've done that. Classes about what was it? The lawyer that came in to talk about how to trademark, like
Yes.
trademarking,
Yes.
and all of those things. So it's so much more than what I think people see. So that's why I was so happy to have you guys come in and really kind of get into it, because I think sometimes, the imagery is, oh, this is what it is, and oh, they have these events, and then I love that you guys always color coordinate everything. It's dope, but it's so much more than that.
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about community and how important community is and has been in building wealthy women.
Yeah, community is a pivotal part of it, and although we have events, that's been what's helped build our brand so far. We do on the back end host different webinars, and we'll invite different experts on, because we're not experts yet, of course. Like, we're learning, but we want to bring on the people who know, like, about business credit, business funding, credit, real estate, investing in stocks. Like, we like to merge and collaborate with those individuals to come help teach on our platform, to help expand the knowledge and spread the knowledge to other people out there. So yeah, community is important because they come support us and they'll come teach for free without, we haven't really thus far had anyone charge us to come on and teach for, most people see the value of our community needs to know this stuff. Our community
Right.
needs to learn how to build credit, how to invest our money, how to start a retirement plan, and, so.
Mhm. And I would say too, like, what we're providing is a platform for not only our community and like the women who were saying we want to get this information out, but for you, for instance, you're a wealthy woman and you've built your business, you're building your empire, but maybe you haven't received the full recognition for all the things that you've done. We're providing that platform also for you to be recognized and to be celebrated amongst the community and say, hey, this is Erica. Look what all she's done. She has a construction business. She has a podcast. Like, we're bringing women like you to the forefront as well.
Yeah, and it's so appreciated, and this is why, one of the reasons why I said, it. I think the very first thing that I went to was the Boss Moves. I think maybe that was your first event, right?
The gala.
The
That was
gala.
our second.
Was it sec? Okay.
Mhm.
Um, and I was like, this is, if I had like had the wherewithal, 10 years ago to start this and to do this and to collaborate with people here in the Bay Area and get this going, like it's overdue. It's just overdue. So I do think that is missed, because I know a lot of people, when they hit me, well, what is this about? And what is this? And oh, we have to be fancy and we have to do this and do that. And I'm like,
Mhm.
no. But I feel like as an entrepreneur, how you show up and how you present yourself is important.
Yes.
And so I do like that there is an emphasis on that, because it's important, and you want to be taken seriously as an entrepreneur, and you want to you got to always show up as your best self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes that is not emphasized enough. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
So
And realistically, there's not a lot of events in the Bay Area for people to have a chance to get dressed up. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to have upscale events, because it's like, we like to get dressed. There's plenty of places you can go to, a bar and a lounge, throw your sweats on, throw your jeans on, dress down and go network. That's
right.
fine. But there's not a lot of places where you have opportunity to order a gown, to get your tux, to get, to like really dress up,
To get fancy.
So it's fun to do that, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's high level.
It's high level, and then you're getting something from it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
Put your
getting your
good shit
net
on.
worth. Yeah.
So wealthy women, okay. What does wealth mean to you, mean for you besides just money? Because like let me just reiterate, because we've talked about this already, but there's a lot of emphasis behind the education of
Yeah.
it all. So
Yeah.
so that's why I'm asking.
Like, other
What
than the education.
other than,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
wealth takes time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You said you're a wealthy woman. I am growing. I am still hoping to, step into that and achieve that. And of course there's been successes in our business and we do well, but wealthy, I'm still trying to get there too. And wealth to me means, something beyond
Monetary.
just
For
monetary.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the things you can't buy. It's the internal peace, internal mental peace, internal spiritual connection to God, your creator. It's just inner happiness, inner alignment, it's friendship, it's family. Like that's well, those are things you can't really buy,
Right.
Just waking up and being healthy and
Mm-hmm.
whether, just having life.
Yeah.
Having life.
And freedom, and the freedom to create and to be able to leave a legacy. I think for me, that's what wealth is for me, is to be able to leave something behind. Now that I'm a mom, you start to think about those things, right? Like, what am I leaving behind for the next generation, for my son, for his kids? One day he'll be a husband. Like, what are the foundations that I'm laying for him to take to be better?
Mhm.
So that's been my push um in helping the brand grow, is to almost be like, I'm a single mom, so to kind of be like that for other women who are single mothers as well. Like, this is what we're doing. This is what wealth looks like. It's waking up and, like, you're knowing that you're setting the foundation for the next generation.
Mhm.
And for me, that I can sleep well at night, like, to know that. And I was gonna say too, like, with our classes and stuff in the community, there's so much that I didn't know either, that now I'm like, okay, so that's wealth. That's wealthy. Like, having a trust fund, having life insurance, um, having different investment portfolios, like all these different things now. It's waking my mind up to, like, okay, this is what I need to do
Right.
to set up the next generation to come.
Right. Yeah, I love that. And that's why I asked the question, because I think, in general, when people talk about wealth, it's like, well, do you have a lot of money? Do you have this? Do you? But it's so much more than that behind the
Mhm.
scenes. And you can have a lot of money and blow a lot of money
Yeah.
and, go through it all and still not leave anything behind because you weren't properly set up. And
Yes.
so,
Yeah.
it's just not emphasized enough in our community, outside of our community. It's just not things that we were taught. And then I think as women too, so that kind of goes into the next question. Like, why do you think women are generally just kind of taught to play it safe and play it small and just not
Mm.
obtain this, education for themselves?
I feel like back in the day, for sure, it was heavily like our power, our femininity was like suppressed a lot. But women were behind a lot of, creations and a lot of things. But I feel like nowadays women, we've said F that. Like, women are making more money than these men nowadays. Like, for real, like, especially Black women. Like, we're
Yeah.
CEOs opening our own businesses and stuff. So,
Mhm.
but I feel like it was just probably just men power, just trying to keep us down or trying to put us on a pedestal to where we could only be housewives.
Mhm.
But now we're being a force in the industries, and any industry that really we come into. I feel like women are starting to dominate now. So yeah, they tried to hold us down, but I think we're
Oh yeah.
rising like the phoenix.
Yeah.
I am woman.
Right.
They
And I
tried
think
to.
women, we're a lot stronger. I think maybe, like, piggybacking off of what Taranik was saying, like, we are very strong mentally, physically, emotionally.
Yeah.
We're very strong. And I think maybe those things were being suppressed because they knew how strong we were, and we can endure a lot. I think men, we love men. We love men.
We love
We
men.
do love
We love
men,
men.
but I do think that, we they're a little bit more fragile than us.
Mm.
Yeah,
Should work
I
together
do.
more. They should
Yeah,
work together. They need
yeah.
we need each other, right?
We need
'Cause
each other.
we need each
Yes,
other. There's
yes.
strength and there's things that they can handle that would be like too much for us, and then there's things, a lot more things that we can handle that
Yeah.
but it works good together.
We want to be handled. We want to be handled gently, women, but I think men are like, they're like a little. So I mean, And that's not a gender war thing. I hope
No,
I'm
it's
not. That's not
not.
coming off like I'm.
It's just y'all. They know that women we didn't have equal opportunities, and
Yeah.
that nowadays we're just creating our own opportunities. So I'll leave it at
Yes.
that.
Yes. There you go. Yeah.
One of the things that when I and this is just like in general, and I think maybe just my history too, but when you think about women groups and you know, sometimes it's like kind of too many cooks in the kitchen and how
Mhm.
women find it sometimes difficult to work together. But one of the things that I love is that I never get that, I never feel that in the events, and everybody is so supportive of each other. You know, why do you think that is? You know, how are you guys, you know, kind of working to kind of expel that myth that women can't work together?
Mm.
Because it is, I mean, it's a thing. You know what
That
I'm
they,
saying?
yeah. Well, for me now, I know I need my sisters, like especially like well, it's three of us. One of our third, she lives in LA, so it's kind of harder
Right.
for her to be, um, local with us. But like even before Wealthy Women, me and Cicely were business partners for a long time in the beauty industry. And I think because we've learned, like gone through like trial and error, gone through the ups and downs. Like now we just I know I need her. Like I know I couldn't do this without her. So it's just knowing that you have a mission and you have a vision to go to and finding someone who is trying to go on the same path. And then maybe finding someone where they pick up where you lack and vice versa. Like,
Right.
we're like yin and yang for real. Like and we understand each other. So just finding someone, there's no ego. There's, hear each other out, hear each other's feelings out. I don't know, a lot of women maybe just have too much ego and can't work with a lot of women. They want to be like the head or something. And it's like, no, like I tell all the time, I don't care about titles. I don't care about being the front. Like I don't even care about being the face of anything. Like, we just trying to get to the common goal. I feel like that's why it works for
Yeah.
us.
And I think that you could do it without me because she's very strong and she's impactful. Um, I think that so when Wealthy Woman was created, it was Terranique and Ashante. I had just had my son. I think I was 6, 7 postpartum. 6, 7. 6, 7 months. 6, 7 months postpartum. One of those, and she was creating it. And I did do all these different things, right? I did music, I did acting, but when I had my son, I kind of again back to that whole legacy thing. You start thinking about different things, and so I came to Terranique, and I was like, I want to be a part of it. Um, and I think for women, I think the reason why we see competition is because you want to have the idea first.
Mhm.
But why not say, like how I view it? Terranique had the idea first. It was a Terranique and Ashante. I back that mission and I want to be a part of it. And I think that's where the collaboration is coming in. Is like, let's collab on this. Like, you guys are building it. I feel strongly about the mission of closing this wealth gap, creating an environment for people to come and feel upper echelon. I back this and I want to be a part of it. And I think we need to stop wanting to be, like Terranique said, the head. But
Yeah.
also you can respect the head too. Like I have a lot of respect for Terranique. And she is my sister, and I feel the same way. As like, we probably could do a lot on our own, but when we come together, we're a force.
Mhm.
You know, we can create a movement together.
Right.
And so I think just women have this thing of I want to be the one. I want to be the queen. And it's like, no, we can all be queens.
Yeah.
Right.
We all have it in us to be queens.
Right.
And that's where me and Terranique too, I think where we go really good together because we both have the seed of impact. We both want to be women of affluence. We can pour into each other. We can help each other pour into that.
Right.
I mean, our conversations all day long is like, how are we gonna get rich, girl? Like,
Right.
how are we gonna
Right.
build? Like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do for the people? Like, we have conversations like that 24/7. Even this morning before we got here, we were
Right.
talking about,
What's next?
what's next? What's the
Yeah.
next business move? And I think it just goes back into collaborating, coming together. I think when me and Terranique too, when we first did business together, we were really young. We were so ahead of our time of what that looked like.
Mhm.
I think now we're going to start seeing more of these partnerships, these women co-founders coming together and building a movement, because that's essentially what we're doing. We're building a movement.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your alliance together. No.
Yeah, we're at a lie. Yeah.
No, for real, like get your team together, because we have big dreams. Like we want to invest in real estate with our girls. We want to invest together. We want to grow together on all levels. So
Yeah.
No, I love that because I know personally that that's not just, like fluff and something that you talk about, that you guys are actively seeking to do that. And all of the classes and all of the things that are going on kind of behind the scenes that people don't see is all in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's beautiful. So I do want to ask, why do you think this representation for women is so important? Entrepreneurship and support and giving women a platform to to shine and to show up for themselves and to feel supported. Why is that so important here in the Bay Area?
I feel like it's just important as human beings in general to be like have an opportunity to be spotlighted for their hard work. Because at the end of the day, like I know we all go through things at nighttime that no one sees. So just to have an opportunity to be around other people and to have a moment to shine, I feel like it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Because people you want to be recognized for the work that you're doing. You want to. For me, right? Like I'm a single mom and I do a lot. I would want to know that like I'm seen. That I'm seen for the things that I'm doing. For
Right.
sure. Yeah.
And we talk about, I talk about this a lot with entrepreneurs, is that, a lot of us are only posting kind of like our successes, right? And so
Yeah.
social media is really misleading in a way, because it's like, oh, maybe you might feel like you're not doing as well because you don't have as many successes and good things to post, and you're struggling. So, I know that behind the scenes, and just even for myself too, like there are struggles, and
Yeah.
not everybody sees that. But
Mhm.
how are you guys working through that? Like the struggles of building this big brand, because I know that there are struggles. How are you guys working through, actively working through that, just individually and together?
Individually, I would say a lot of praying,
Mhm.
a lot of working on my mindset, like a lot of like personal development stuff, either if it's reading, watching podcasts, watching just different individuals um, who are in a position that I either aspire to be or just who are experts. I feel like it's really important to work on our mindset and to heal from past traumas, past letdowns, heartbreaks, just and don't look at things as like losses, and just look at them as lessons, and just be willing to grow through different adversities, and just having a determined mindset, like being resilient, like you said, and keeping your why at the forefront, like why I'm even doing this. And at the end of the day, and this is a dark thing to think about, but they say the richest place in the world is the graveyard. And to know that a lot of people will leave this earth without reaching their dreams is kind of like, like damn, like, like what stops them? And it's their mindset, or listening to people, or listening to, that negative voice in their head, or because they never healed and trauma, those demons were holding them back. So just realizing that, and I have to do it for my family, like just knowing I got my bloodline on me, like all those things really like keep me going. And I just cried. I cry. Look, I am a cry baby. But I feel good after, and I'm like, okay, let me get back to it. So you have your moments, a lot, but a lot of down moments, but those high moments are worth it. Like
Right.
it's worth going through the pressure, because you know diamonds have to go through pressure
Right.
to shine.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
just be willing. Like it's not perfect, like you said. Social media only highlights the good things, or like what it doesn't highlight what you've gone through, only highlights the aftermath, you know, like your rewards
Mhm.
after going through that. So just know you're not alone, and we all have to go through those ugly moments, those down seasons, the losses. Like I said, they're lessons, but you know what I'm saying, like the perceived losses, and just be willing to rise back up again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For me individually, like how I'm dealing with challenges is prayer, God, you know, realizing that nothing's happening to me, it's happening for me. And just waking up and then just setting the attention just to be like, this is going to be my day, you know, and just being hopeful. Like I'm practicing, like we're so easily we easily go to a place of, well, what if it doesn't work out, or what if I fail, what if I'm learning to do the opposite. Like, what if it succeeds? Like, what's going to happen if tomorrow, let's just say I'm not a millionaire yet, but $1 million falls into my bank account? Like, having those thoughts instead of the negative thoughts, and just working through the day and the challenges. You know, having a child, I'm constantly overly stimulated all the day,
Right.
every day.
Everybody is.
Every day I'm just constantly overly stimulated. But I just know that it's temporary, you
Mhm.
know. These are, and it's not happening again. It's not happening to me, it's happening for me. The challenges, the ups and downs, like life is never going to be a straight and narrow. You're going to have ebbs and flows, and you just got to just go through it, and you know.
Right the way.
It's like that illustration what people think success looks like, and it's the straight line. And then you see on the next page what success really looks like, and it's the squiggly line that turns up and then it goes
Yeah.
back this way and then comes back around again. And it's really like that. And entrepreneurship is really like that. But I love that. I love what you just said, because perspective really is everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I talk about this a lot, and that is that I don't really believe in failure. There's just lessons,
Yeah.
right? Like there's each time you try something and it doesn't work out the way that you thought it was going to work out, you still walk away, I think, richer and wiser than before, because now you've gained that knowledge on what doesn't work, okay, and
Right.
what not to do again, and all of those things. But perspective is a big thing. And perspective is a big thing in entrepreneurship too, because it's up and down. You be balling one minute, and then the next day you're like, "Oh, I
My
don't
account's
know
at
where this
0.
money's gonna come from. I don't know
Yeah.
how I'm gonna pay for this."
Mhm.
Because it's like that, and that's
Yeah.
real. So
An average person would quit at that moment. So
the average person will quit for sure. And then even to just like, you guys are building wealthy women and you're doing something so positive, but how much negativity are you also dealing with in this? Because I know, I don't like to dwell on it, but I like to talk about it and bring it
Yeah.
up just because I know it's happening. You know what I mean? I know it's there, and I think it's important for people um, to know it's there. Because everybody's trying to do something, build something, and then you get that negativity, and you hear those naysayers, and and then I think that is the reason why a lot of people stop too. It's just not wanting to deal with this. So how are you guys dealing with that?
For me, being able to have a partner, because we can bounce off each other, like, we recently just had an incident kinda happen where, we had someone being a little negative about the award show, and because we have each other to say, "Nah, no, we still gonna do it, like, it's
Yeah.
okay," like,
yeah.
that for me helps to know that if I'm down a little bit, she's gonna pick me up, and then vice versa.
Right.
I know everyone doesn't have that. I think it's important to
They
get
could
that.
if
They
they
could.
joined Wealthy Women Network.
Right,
Right.
right. But that's what it is for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I would say up until now, we haven't really had any like negativity. And there really wasn't even negativity. It's just like a little pushback as far as like, the nomination pricing. But it's okay. Like they don't understand what all has to go into producing an award show because,
Right.
this is our first time doing it too. So we're learning as we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, there's trial and error for everything, right?
Yeah,
And
there
trial by
is.
fire.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Which
just
is
not letting people like just don't believe like you. That's why I was saying like you have to have a strong mind. Like your voice has to be stronger than the naysayers in the public than people in the comments and people saying, whatever their opinions are. And honestly, people who got money or are busy, they're not having opinions about you because they're busy building their own shit. So whoever got an opinion or saying anything, like, they're too bored.
Right. Well, and I mean, it just from a practical standpoint, God didn't give them the vision.
Yeah,
He gave it to you.
exactly.
And so you have to understand that whenever you are given something and to hold on to, especially from God, like people are not going to understand it because
Yeah.
it wasn't given to them.
Yeah. And sometimes people are mad like, oh, why did, I couldn't do that. Or like, like that could have been me or, stuff like that. So it's like, hey, I'm just doing what God is leading us to do at the end of the day.
Right.
So
As you should.
however anyone feels, it's like, it's okay. We love you. Join
Right.
Wealthy Women Network.
So I guess you won't be there. And that's okay. Maybe you make it to the next event, like kill them with kindness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Always. That's the best thing to do.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is, I mean, you guys are building, quite the legacy for yourselves, for the community. I don't know if you quite understand that yet or see that yet, but I mean, what is your legacy? Like, what are you hoping to do with this? And I know we talked about kind of like what's next for you. I know you're looking to grow and all that, but I just mean outside of that, just for yourselves.
I can't answer that right now because I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's okay.
I'm in a weird place of
Just trying to see where it goes.
trying to see where that goes. But I would say personally, like, I want to just know I impacted people, that I helped push them to their purpose, that helped them believe in themselves. So if that's my legacy, is that I left that little droplet in someone's heart, then that's a good legacy for me.
That is absolutely a legacy.
Yeah, it's rich.
The fact that that's even important to you, because what people don't understand is that you don't have to do this, right? I mean, on any given day, we all have so much going on in our lives, so we could be doing other things. And so the fact that it's even important to you at all, and I say that, why it's important for me to say that is like just even doing my podcast. People are like, well, why'd you start a podcast? Like, I really want to give entrepreneurs a space to highlight themselves and to be heard and to understand that it's okay to be fearless, that it's okay to be unapologetic in the pursuit of whatever your goals are. It's okay to put yourself out there and to not feel bad about it, or to not feel like you're doing too much or that you are too much, and that there is a space for you, right? And so that is like, my vision. It's important to me, but it costs me money. It costs me time. Money that I don't have, time that I don't have, or money that I could be spending on other things and time that I could be spending doing other things. And so like, I don't have to do this. Right. But it's important to me. And so I think that is, I don't think you understand like how important that legacy is, that it's important to you and that you are providing this space. And, that's amazing. Just that alone. And, I think, sorry for the question, because I know people hear the question is like, oh, you have to give this big answer, but not. I want to support people. I want to help people. I want people to leave feeling heard and feeling like they were given the platform that they deserved, to have. And so that right there is big all on its own. Yeah.
I diddle that.
Yeah.
I diddle that. Because I mean, I think that goes back to like, why did God put us on here? Is to be better people, is to help one another. And so that's, apart from that though, like for me, legacy is just breaking generational curses. Yeah, that's the big one for me. Stopping struggle, stopping living in survival mode. Like if it stops with me, like that to me is legacy. Like it stopped with me in my bloodline.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are gaining this education for the first time and are able to take it back to our families, even the older people in our families. Like, this is what I learned. Like, these are still things that you can do to kind of solidify things for yourself. And so I don't think that can be stated enough, and how important just getting the education is for, even the older members in our family, right?
Mhm.
Obviously for me, like for my children and for, other family members, but and family's tough too, because you try to help your family out, you try to get this information out, and they're just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's sometimes tough, but yeah, I mean, I think for wealthy women, not to state for you what the legacy is, but what I see is, the legacy of just being able to provide that education to say, this is where I learned this, this is who taught me this. This is, or putting people in front of information for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, when my son was doing his clothing brand and we were talking about trademark, and just not really kind of understanding how important that piece of it is, right? And then I log in and you guys have a trademark class coming up, and I'm like, man, that's and being able to connect with the the girl that you guys brought in to do that and see all of her stuff, and now have that connection. So like when I'm getting ready to do certain things, like now I know who I can go to, and I already have a point of contact for it. So
Mhm.
all of that is just happening kind of behind the scenes. You guys don't get to see the impact or feel the impact, directly, but I'm telling you, like this is, I know who to go to now. So
Yeah.
that's legacy building in itself too. There's so many different ideas that people have in their heads that they don't really talk about or have an opportunity to kind of get out there. But by putting them in front of information, now it's like, oh, now I can move forward with this because now I know kind of where to start.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people don't start because they don't know where to start.
Right.
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 Entrepreneurship is so overwhelming. So I like that you guys have a strong emphasis on community and on collaboration, because that's key. Like your network is your net worth, right?
Yeah.
And being able to collaborate and build community together. So that's so important. And I know we feel like this as entrepreneurs, like we have to do everything alone, right? You have to do
Right.
everything by
By
yourself and figure
yourself.
it out by yourself, but you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
like to do things by myself. I feel like I know like synergy, like God even created it for us to need one another. At least someone. You need someone. You can't do it all by yourself. And if you can, it takes more time. You can go
Right.
further faster with a group of people for sure.
For sure.
Or at least, a person. But having a team of people is a blessing. Yeah.
As far as like bringing recognition, I want to get into kind of what's next for you guys, because you do have a big event coming up. This is the Boss Moves Awards show, and I want to give you guys an opportunity to talk about that and kind of tell everybody how to be a part of that. One of the funny things that's been happening, and I think just because maybe me being at the events and speaking or just me posting, everybody's like, how do we be a part of your event? How do we get it? And I'm like, it's not my event. It's not my, so I'm sending everybody, to your page. Like, this is where you guys go. This is what, how you do it. I know at least one nomination came from that. So tell us about the Boss Moves Award show.
The Boss Moves Award show was, I would say, a dream of mine growing up watching BT Awards. Always just like, I want to be on the stage or something like that, or I want to be a part of something like that, but I'm not a singer or a rapper. Like, I would never have the opportunity to do that. So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm like, we need to have this for entrepreneurs. We need to build a stage so entrepreneurs can be recognized for their hard work. They deserve it. Entrepreneurs, we work very, very hard. We lose a lot of sleep. We work, our asses off. So we deserve also to have a spotlight. And it's also to show that we can come together as people and support each other and, be highlighted for our hard work. So we want to celebrate people in different industries. We have food industries, we have beauty industry, music industry, finance, wealth building, content creation. So we want to highlight. We couldn't cover every industry, obviously. There's so many.
No construction industry.
I
But it's okay.
Next year.
I forgive y'all. Yeah, I forgive you.
I know
That's
there's
fine.
I know there's a lot. See, and that's why we deserve to have these things to, So yeah.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be really big. It's a way for us to be recognized in the community. And I think we've seen award shows in our community before, but we're creating like this mainstream award show.
A real production. And we
A real
have
production.
aligned with Big Rich and Bianca and Carter Block,
TJ Singh.
Mari Coop, Terry Griffin. So those are the people who have like believed in just the vision. Like they haven't seen it. This is our first year doing it, and they're coming together to help power it, help push it, help make it a success. Because we do want to make this an annual thing. We just, I feel like the Bay Area deserves it, and everyone feels like they're superstars anyway. So why not give it a stage where you can really pop your shit on there?
Right. And it's it's impressive. It's very well organized. I love the way you guys have pulled things together so far. Um, and people love to talk about themselves,
Yeah.
right? People love to be recognized for the work that they do. Because like you said, I mean, otherwise there is nothing. We just out here running, right? We just out here working.
Yeah.
So that's great. How does someone get nominated?
So the
For
nomination process, either you can nominate yourself. So this is our first time developing an award show, and I have a good guy friend. He does Emmys a lot, and he enters. You have to pay to be entered into the category to be able to win. Um, so I was like, okay. I'm like Madam CJ Walker. You take a blueprint from this and you can recreate it into your own. So I was like, okay, we're gonna just have nominees pay on the $150 fee. That comes with 2 VIP tickets to the event. It comes with social media spotlight, so we're constantly posting and they get their own flyer. And then for the voting process, it's a public voting. So every nominee will receive their own link that they can use to promote on their social media pages or send out to their family and friends and just have them vote for them. That way we can keep it fair, organized. We don't want it to be like, political thing. It's not a popularity contest.
right.
It's not about that. It's about if you believe in yourself, okay, I want to submit, I want to invest in myself to win this, to have a chance to win this award, to have a chance to be recognized. So it's an investment at the end of the day. We're entrepreneurs. We know we have to invest if we want to get to the next level, or if we want marketing, or if we want branding. We're constantly pouring into ourselves. So we want people to understand too, like we're growing. We're not multimillionaires yet. So we're building this show out the mud. So of course, your nomination fee goes to help and produce the show. We have a beautiful venue, Journeys, downtown Vacaville. It's actual theater, it holds over 500 people. There's food, there's cocktail bar there. We're gonna have a red carpet entry, red carpet interviews. So there's multiple things going on. And we just want the production to be really, really high level. So at the end of the day, production costs. So
Yeah, absolutely. Everything costs.
Everything costs.
Everything
So
costs.
yeah, so that's one way to be registered. To be registered to be a nominee. Another way is someone can vote for you.
Someone
Can
can
nominate
nominate
you to be to nominate you on the website bossmovesawards.com. Yeah. So those are 2 ways. Either nominate yourself or you can be nominated by someone.
So bossmovesawards.com. The event is March 15th.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that's my daddy's birthday.
Oh.
So cool, nice. I'm excited. I'm excited to see you. Outside of Boss Moves Awards, because you just talked about, collaborating with TJ and Big Rich and other people, Terry Griffin. What else is next for Wealthy Women Network?
I love that. We're actually doing our end of the year planning. We have our end of the year planning meeting. But I'll allow you to share some of your ideas for Wealthy Women too, because we all input our ideas and we birth things from there. But for me, I would like to see us expand down to LA. I've always wanted to merge out of the Bay Area and just spread my wings a little bit. And now that our business partner has moved down there, it's an opportunity for us now to be able to start hosting events in LA. And I would say us getting into our retreats, and then our our online hub, like building our actual online university for women to have a place to go on and learn, like at a self pace. So developing our online hub. Those are 3 goals I would like to see for us.
Yeah. I mean, same pretty much is like just keep expanding, keep growing, grow our network in other cities and states. Yeah, I think, yeah.
No, that's good. I mean, growth takes time.
Mhm.
but you guys do have a very supportive community behind you. And I think there's a lot that can be said about that. And it really just means that that you're on the right track. You know, when people get behind you and they believe in you and you have the support kind of coming out of nowhere, and I know it sometimes probably feels that way.
Mhm.
You know, and it's up and down. You know, you get the support, then you don't get the support, and you get haters, and you get people who are not supportive, or people who you thought would be there and show up that aren't. So all of that kind of comes with it. But I think you know, it's just a testament to what you guys are doing that people are getting behind the vision and the movement. And I say that because I know personally, just for myself, it's easy to support you because I really believe in what you're doing. Um, so that's dope. I'm excited. I'm really excited for the award show and how everything turns out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're excited
We're
to do
super.
this. We're excited to do this for our people. And when I say our people, just like the community, like Northern California, like we deserve it. So I'm excited for it to all come together and everyone to see the vision to come to life. Yeah.
So for people who are watching this episode and want to, you know, join Wealthy Women, how do they do that?
Just follow us on Instagram at Wealthy Women Network. Right now, we don't have a membership hub, but that's something we're looking to develop alongside the education side of Wealthy Women. But right now, it's just support us, come to our events, and DM us. We're nice. We talk back. If you guys need help, I'm also a business coach, so I like to help women. So if you need help in your business, I help men too. But if you need help in your business, need help if you feel stuck, I like to help women like just build a strategy, like take their idea, take their goals, and build a strategic way to execute them. So yeah.
I'll also add to that that in joining the network, you have the opportunity to connect with women from all different, you know, walks of life who are doing. So there's, you know, tax strategists, there's
Yeah.
financial strategists, real, you know, real estate agents, um,
Stock investors.
stock investor. Yeah, it's just so many different things. So there's so many benefits to it. And I really wanted to kind of get you guys on here and talk about it because I think that, you know, women again, and this is just this unfortunate thing that happens when people are afraid to join in or afraid to say, hey, I need help.
Yeah.
You know, like
Mhm.
me, someone, you know, I'm a little older, just a little. Um but you know, I don't shy away from saying like I don't know about these things. I don't know
Yeah.
about branding. I don't know about content creation. Like, oh my God, you know, I'm just not
Mhm.
getting into it. And it is a struggle.
It's a lot.
But just being able to have access to that and in a comfortable space to say, can you help me with this?
Yeah.
Um, so I think that that is the benefit too. So I just,
Yeah.
you know, I love that for all of us, for you guys and for all of us. So thank you. Thank you for providing that platform and the ability to access that information.
Yeah.
Um,
We love it.
Yeah.
If it's fulfilling, I
It
would
is.
say, like going our sisterhood and meeting amazing women in different industries and just learning like what all women are juggling. So I'm not a mom yet, but just surrounding myself with other mothers and seeing y'all just handle life and business and being a mother gracefully and look good doing it. Like it's all inspiring.
I don't know how
for me as
graceful
well.
it is, but
Well, you make it
we
look great.
trying. Oof, Lord.
We're resilient.
Yeah, out here fighting for our lives. I say it every episode. I'm fighting for my life with these kids. But,
I love it though.
I love that that's what you see, though. That's good. Okay, I love that.
I love it. Yes.
So that's cool. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, bossmovesawards.com.
Yes,
Mhm.
bossmovesawards.com, March 15th. Downtown Journeys Vacaville will be red carpet 3 p.m. Award showtime starts at 5 p.m. And yeah,
And
the public
nominations are
tickets,
open now.
Yeah, nomination entries are open now, but the tickets won't go on sale until like mid-January.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then voting starts.
Voting starts mid-January, so we're closing in about 3 weeks.
All right. So, and just to reiterate, this is open for the entire Bay Area for all entrepreneurs. And then they have to be there to win.
No, they don't have to be there because if they're in the category and they got the votes and they won, they can't make it. We'll mail their trophy to them.
Okay.
Things come up.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I wanted to just ask that question just in case you have entrepreneurs from other areas who can't actually physically be there. Are they still open for the nomination? So
Yeah.
this is dope.
It
This is
is.
dope.
I'm
It is.
Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
We'll be running all of this, promo for you guys to get people really tapped into the event. I have already had people contacting me for more information about it, entrepreneurs from all over and not just, here in Vacaville and kind of like in our surrounding area. I know we've done a lot of events in Oakland. So just want to reiterate that this is for everybody. So if you have an entrepreneur, if you are an entrepreneur, you know of an entrepreneur that you think deserves the recognition, please go on to Wealthy Women Network, submit the nomination. Comes with 2 VIP tickets, direct access and promo marketing for the event. So promo and marketing and the social media, allows that for free for everyone, but to have other people, promoting and marketing your business and who you are and your brand is really priceless. So,
Yes.
so this is an
You
opportunity
be in a
too.
room with all these 6 and 7 figure earners, entrepreneurs, business owners. So it's gonna be a fun time.
And, and we've talked about this in multiple events. Like the trick really is to just get there, place
Yeah.
yourself in the room,
Yes.
and show up. Because when you show up to these events, you're showing up for yourself, not just for the people who are putting on the event. So,
Right. Right.
so that's important too. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for providing this platform, and thank you guys for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
This
thank
was
you.
fun.
I will link all of their contact information down below. bossmovesawards.com. Submit your nominations now. Voting is going to start soon, so make sure you are there in the building. Make sure you are nominated. Make sure you nominate the people that are close to you who you know deserves this recognition. All right. Thank you guys for joining me.
Erica.
Bye.